Wakeman Library, and today I thought we would do some color mixing projects. Fall is such a pretty time of year and there's so many colors out there. I thought maybe you guys would like to experiment a little bit at home with some different projects to mix colors with. So I have 3 simple, easy projects, and you guys should have at least some of this stuff around your house. So the first one we're going to do is going to be with shaving cream and food coloring. All right, so I guess we'll get started on that one. Are you ready? So I've got just my cheap old shaving cream from the store, and you want to shake it up good. And then you're going to put a pile of it there and a pile of it there. This is fun. Okay, so I'm going to mix my yellow in that pile, and you can count drops and mix all sorts of different shades that you want. And I'm going to mix my red on that one, and we'll see what we get. This is the really fun part. You're going to take your hands and get it in there and mix that all up, and the red. And then you're going to mix it together just like that. And do you guys know what color that we might get out of red and yellow? This is so much fun. Look at that mess I'm making. So what color do you think we're getting here out of these? It's kind of a pinky orange color, isn't it? So you can have all sorts of fun with this. Now, once you get this all mixed up, I'm going to show you a fun thing to do with it, but I have to get a little bit of this off my hands. So what I did is I took some leaf stencils and I traced around them on a piece of white paper. Here it is, just like that. So what I'm going to do is take a blank paper and I'm going to smooth that out like that. I'm going to set that down on, and then what I'm going to do is take my leaves and I'm going to put it on top of that one. And you might want to wash your hands before you start this stuff, because take it like that, and then you can peel this off, and you'll have some pretty fall leaves that you can let that dry, and then you can go and cut those out, and you can hang them up in your house. So that's one mixing project. I'm going to wash my hands, and we'll do the next one, okay? Okay, so another fun way to mix colors is to use cornstarch, water, and some food coloring. Those simple, easy ingredients. And then you can mix this up in a plastic bag. But I recommend that you get the freezer bags because these bags are a little thin and sometimes they break. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your cornstarch, put that in the bag. And then you're going to take your water, and you're going to use maybe 1/2 water to your cornstarch. So not quite as much water. And then this one, I'm going to mix a couple of drops of blue and a couple of drops of yellow to see what color we might get. Just like that. And then you want to try and get all the air out of it because you don't want it to pop and make a mess. Just like that. And then as an extra safety precaution, so the bag doesn't come unsealed, I take a piece of duct tape and I just seal up my bag on the ends. That kind of helps it stay shut. do, and it takes a little bit to get this all mixed up, but you can see we've already made green out of the yellow and the blue. And you can keep mixing and mixing and mixing until you get all that put together. And then when you get done, you have a little sensory bag that's kind of fun to play with. And keep mixing up and up like that. This is a little runny, so I probably put a little too much water in it. And you just mix it around until you get it all mixed up. And like I said, use a freezer bag because it works a lot better with a freezer bag. This is one I did before, and you can see it's just a little bit thicker. So it just depends on how thick you want to make your bag. So that's another fun way to mix colors. So our next one, we're going to use vinegar, baking soda, and then whatever color food coloring you want to use. All right. So the first thing you want to do is put a little bit of baking soda. And it's fun if you use a clear jar on this. Any kind of clear cup. A little bit of baking soda. And then I'm going to put just a little bit of red on top of my baking soda. So I'm going to put 1, 2 on that. And then for my second color, I'm going to use blue. And I'm going to dilute the blue down with my vinegar a little bit. So I'm going to put a couple of drops in there with my vinegar. See, that's nice and blue. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my vinegar in top of my baking soda, and we're going to mix our colors this way. And I've got a lot of blue right there. Oh, and that's a lot of fun watching that all bubble over, and it's still looking pretty blue, isn't it? Oh, it's starting to change a little bit, and I'm going to stir it up. See what color we actually. Oh, do you see what color? It's kind of changing to a dark purpley color, isn't it? So we're going to put just a little more vinegar in. Oh, and that one is a little more purple. And it's fun to watch the different shades as the colors mix a little bit more in there. So I think you guys could have some fun time mixing colors one of these 3 ways at home. So why don't you guys give it a try and let us know how it turns out. Thanks. You guys have a good day. S.T.R.E.A.M. County Community Library.